Get both balloons off the screen.
Boxing gloves, they are spring-loaded. So you have to bump the button on the back of the boxing glove in order to make it fire. So... Yep.
Turn on both
more electric things. I don't know why they did this, because it's really not hard. We basically did one of these earlier.
Make toast in each of the
Toasters.
Maybe it's just time for a toast break.
Yeah.
The toaster is also configurable. You can have no toast, toast, or burned.
Why would you want burnt toast?
This actually has an application. The longer it changes how long it takes for it to pop out.
Well, yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
Which means that you can use it to make a timing puzzle, basically.
I thought maybe it might be that, like, burnt toast is more solid, so it's... I don't know.
No, please continue.
No.
These are big pipes and accelerator pipes. They're pretty funny. I like them. But they're convenient for moving items, basically.
Pipe theme.
Burned toast would be less dense, since it would burn the matter away. Toast could be somewhere in between.
Get all of the pinballs off the screen.
I don't think that...
So, egg timers are also configurable. You have 8 different settings, basically instant, and then I think it's 1 second, or slightly less than 1 second.
Okay.
But yeah, you have to hit them on the top first, and then they will activate. They will push through walls as well.
It's like a normal egg timer. Hi, Tai Tai. What are you doing in chat?
What are you doing in chat and not in here?
Yeah, come join us, Tai Tai.
What else?
Turn on all of the computers.
Don't threaten the
and
Tai
read the
Tai.
message.
I think I just did.
So,
Well, it's rude. Stop it.
oh man, look at these ancient computers. Yeah, they have. You can configure them to have a message.
Oh, you.
We win.
Nice.
Yay!
Save
I'm
the
so proud of
ball
us.
in the upper left corner pocket. Learn how to use all of the billiard parts.
So billiards are weird. As mentioned, the 8-ball doesn't move or whatever.
So the 8-ball has physics.
All of them don't move. They're just
Okay.
they're configurable as well. So we have billiard corners. What they want us to do is get the 15 ball into the top right corner.
Okay.
We also have 8-ball here, but we can configure it to be a cue ball because that makes sense. That's all that makes sense.
Sure.
And then we have a pool cue. Now the thing about the pool cue is it's spring-loaded for the purposes of this game. If
Why
you pu-
wouldn't it be?
Okay.
If you push the button, it fires basically. The only place
Okay.
you can't put it, you have to leave room for the button. It can't be inside of a wall or anything like that, but the rest of it can go through a wall.
I honestly thought you were going to say leave room for Jesus.
You know, I mean, that too. Oh my god, that shirt that Surf just linked in our Discord.
Yeah.
So anyway, the way that it works is this ball is going to bounce the pool cue, which will cause everything else to bounce. Perfect.
Blow the hot air balloon off the screen and start the jack-in-the-box.
So we have coffee pots. Coffee pots only, yeah, there's some weird it's only the billiard stuff that is top down, but it is weird. The coffee pots only boil when on fire, which makes sense. But when they do, they shoot hot air in a direction. The hot air is also enough to make this mouse mad, and he will start running.
Okay.
Oh no, don't piss off the mouse.
They can also be used to power the pinwheels, because they count as wind.
Okay.
Lasers emit intense beams of colored light.
Lasers are lasers. They can be rotated. And yeah, otherwise they just need power. You can break their beam, and that does have uses later on.
Sure.
You can have stuff where you don't want a laser to fire.
Laser-activated plugs are electrical outlets which are switched on by a laser emitting the same color as their front.
So here we have laser plugs. They have to have the same, the laser matching its color has to be going into it.
Okay.
So down here, the red one's firing into here, so that makes the green one go. So what you want to do is place the laser plug that we got and configure it to accept a green input.
Sure.
Then we'll attach our blue one and try to line it up. Lining up the lasers sometimes takes a little while, just because they are like pixel wide.
The goal is to open all of the cans.
The other thing is laser mixers, so colored light mixing together to create different colored light. It makes sense.
That's just how light works.
It's exactly how light works.
Sort of.
Science.
This is exactly how light works.
I found out because of the Ocarina of Time thread what the specific study of light is called, and like I knew that there was a word for it, but I didn't remember the word. It was optics.
Yeah, I was gonna say optics, I think.
Uh-huh. That is correct.
Learn how to make laser beams.
The other thing is lasers can be bounced by mirrors.
That's
And
a
also-
fact. That's a thing I know.
Also, if you combine all three colors, they will make white light. So the goal here is we have a white light plug. So we have a rotatable mirror, and we just need to put it in a place that the blue laser will match with the rest.
Seems legit.
Yep.
Turn on the green light in each of the laser
And then
detectors.
the last bit with lasers, I think it's the last. Laser detectors. They're usually meant for just like, I think they're just for like end conditions, essentially, like on or off. I forget exactly if there's any other reason to use them. I don't think so.
So, you know the DreamWorks Trolls movie that happened recently?
I'm aware of it.
They're making, not only are they making a sequel, but let me read this out so you can get the full impact. On February 28th, 2017, DreamWorks Animation announced that Trolls 2 will be released on April 10th, 2020, with Kendrick and Timberlake reprising their roles. Trolls 2 will also feature popular podcast personalities.
No!
Nope.
No! I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm gonna go get some water real quick. Enjoy some nice, calming music.
Well,
I
May
can't
freaked
believe
out.
they did that. Oh. Where did that come from? Is that real?
It's real. It's on the Wikipedia for the Trolls movie.
That's not necessarily true.
Like, I don't know what to tell you. Look it up. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, it's just, you need to be aware that the McElroy brothers have a thing. They have a side podcast called The McElroy Brothers Will Be in Trolls 2.
Okay.
So, which is their very sincere attempt to get themselves into the movie Trolls 2.
Okay.
Like, in an actual way. Like, they've had conversations with their agent and all kinds of shit. So that might just be... That might just be one of their fans having a goof.
I also grabbed a cookie while I was up, because I
Good job.
Did you bring enough for the class?
No. I had, like, none left.
Oh, well, that's rude.
But you're also not here, so...
Well, my ride was here a couple of hours ago.
Yeah, but you didn't come and knock.
Yeah, because I don't know what apartment you're at.
But you're
Had
also
this
too...
conversation.
Alright, anyway.
Oh, Nola has hobnobs in the cupboard.
Dag.
So
I mean,
these pieces are a little weird. They are translational machines and rotational machines.
Okay.
So they convert motion into rope, or no, they convert motorized into rope. It's a bit weird, but like if you look at what's happening on the left there, you'll see what's you'll see what happens.
Okay.
Basically, the mouse powers the rotational motor here, which, because of the way that it's gonna, it kind of yanks the arm at the top, which pulls the rope up on the other bit. Pulling that causes a slight rotation in the motorized part there, so that the conveyor belt activates. So our goal is to just basically do the same thing here. We're just copying it.
Man, now I want a hobnobs.
What is that?
No way to acquire this.
What is a hobnob?
How do you describe a
Fuck.
hobnob?
That's a great question.
It's like an OT biscuit
Put the
Yeah.
juice bucket
covered in
up
chocolate.
inside the yellow bricks. No,
That sounds pretty good.
I'm gonna have to send you some.
Okay. So, buckets and paint buckets.
Oh god, do you remember when I called Bubsy Buckets McHoops?
Yep.
Sorry, please continue.
So, buckets have a few different settings. These ones here are leaky, but you can configure them how much liquid is left in them, basically. They are heavier than other buckets when they are full, basically.
Sure.
When they're empty, they are not. So configuring them basically gives you a timer for like it being heavy or not.
Sure.
Yeah, like you can see on the left, it's slowed down.
put one bucket into each basket.
So here's the difference again between trimmers, which break rope, and tin snips, which break the steel wires. So
That's okay, Nola, I can get my own hobnobs.
Put all
Oh,
5
it's time for
back
cats.
between the pipes.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Yep. So cats have some
Do
something.
they scare mice?
Yeah. If you touch them with anything, they freak out and they start moving. The other thing you can do is break fish tanks. And the cats will notice them. I made a mistake. Because this ball should fall through the hole there. The other thing you can do is they have a great sound clip, by the way. Cat food. There was a can opener that was opening cat food, so you can use that to attract. So we had mice earlier, now we have cats and mice. Mice are attracted to cheese.
It's a fact that I know.
And they will run from cats, and the cats will chase the mice. But the mice are much faster than the cats. So,
God, this is staying on my level where I understand.
So the cats give up. And just start... They go and do their own thing.
They just bugger off.
Each mouse hole.
As another end condition thing, you can get a mouse into a mouse hole. And there's no other function other than just, like, that's the end goal.
Sure.
Some parts exist only to be, like, win conditions.
Put a bowling ball inside each crate by constructing a similar contraption to the one set up.
I mean, that
on the
makes
left.
sense, though. You need that sometimes, so...
So, this is a weird one. There's a mandrill on a conveyor belt here. So, it kind of acts like the mouse cage.
Except it's a mandrill.
Except if you bump it, it doesn't do anything. You have to use a rope object to pull away the blind that shows them the bananas. Then it starts moving towards and provides rotational power.
That's a weird sentence you just got to say, friend.
Hi, welcome to video games.
Yeah, seriously.
Get one Schlemming into each house. Observe the upper two
Weird.
levels, then complete the lower two.
So, there are these little dudes named Mel.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a little... I don't know. You gotta put him... He will run into houses and stuff like that. It's another win condition thing. But he will either stand there, walk, or run.
Okay.
You can configure him. The other thing is he's dumb and he will only... You have to bounce him. So that he doesn't go falling or whatever.
I'm glad you can configure your mouth.
Oh, they're Mel clones?
Yeah. Legally distinct from a lemming, yes.
Mellings.
Schlemmings, they were called.
Into the aquarium.
How many contraptions are there in the tutorial?
We are almost done with the
Oh.
tutorial. There's, I think, 3 more. These are alligators. They're named Edison.
That part of contraptions. Alligators.
He will eat the dude, the little Mel guy, or the mouse if they get close. But if anything else touches his mouth, he bounces it.
Okay.
Also, if he eats anything, he snickers. Kind of like the Duck Hunt dog.
Oh, I thought you meant, like, for some reason my brain passed that as he eats a Snickers.
Yeah,
Vacuum up both mice.
I think that's what's happening.
So that's the weirdest product placement I've ever seen.
Here we're gonna vacuum some mice.
Okay.
Of course
Oh yeah, it's a
Why
Muttley
wouldn't you?
laugh. Yeah.
Wasn't this a thing in Rhythm Tengoku?
If a cat bounces off an alligator, or touches the alligator, it bounces. I think there may be some puzzles later.
This is like that color, like this is starting to get like that color puzzle in Undertale.
All with programmable balls.
Programmable balls.
Yeah, this one's weird. Yeah, you can change like all of the properties on these things.
So everything that we just learned about doesn't matter, is what you're saying?
Just for this one.
Okay.
Just for this ball. So the idea here is, if we want to get things working, like let's see what happens now. They're just basic right now. This one, we need a ball here that will roll well enough. So that's easy enough. We have just a basic one. Here we need to hit something way up there. So we need one that'll bounce. So elasticity.
Okay.
I missed. Let's put the mixer on. And, or wait. Make only the bottom glove punch. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put a ball that's incredibly heavy, and I guess, I don't know if it's friction up or down. Well, it worked well enough. It basically stopped.
Good.
Sure.
You just saw.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough. So that's all for all the tutorial things. I think it goes through every single part, and now it's going to start giving us some more interesting scenarios combining things. There are load types. There are a lot.
What I was going to say is it's probably a good time to end, because it's about time for me and Joey to start heading off to bed.
You're about to begin.
I've
It's
had a
like
hard
10,
day.
but it's like 10, but we're trying to like pull forward that so that we're not dead in the morning.
Okay, let me just show the build your thing real quick.
Okay.
So you have options. You can sort your scenery by bits. It looks like a lot more parts, or it looks like a lot fewer parts when you look at it in this way.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also scenery bits you can customize. There's a whole bunch, just to make things look different.
Sure.
So you're not always on a or on a blue background. Like I can go here and just black screen, basically.
Sure.
But otherwise, I can kind of sort through them and just find whatever I want. So let's say, well, let's take this springboard or something like that, and say that the goal is to get this bowling ball off the screen, basically. So we'll make it so that the bowling ball can't like roll off, or it won't be able to roll off without the help of this springboard, essentially.
Okay.
So we just test our thing. We want to make sure it works. Cool. So now what we'll do is we'll go, if we want to have it as our own puzzle, you want to lock it down, because otherwise it's going to give you all of the parts.
Mm-hmm.
So if you lock everything, it won't give you any when you go to test run it. So the test run, you see I got nothing here, and all I have to do is hit start.
Sure.
So the goal, so now what I want to do is I want to get off the test run, and I want to go to this springboard, let's say, and I'm going to unlock it. So now if I go to test run, it shows up in my inventory, and I need to place it myself. So now I can go and put it down, and there you go. Now it's off screen. Now to define, let me see if I can remember how to define the goal. I'm trying to remember. Clear parts, no. Locking, test run, preferences, environment, no. No. Oh, program? No. Somewhere in here, I can't remember where, is the option, or it's where you actually define your
Type hint in this box.
where you define your goals. And I can't remember how do I do it? You can define your own custom hints. Is it because am I on test run? No. Maybe you have to try and save it, and then it gives you a goal, or it requires you to find a goal. So like, test 1 or something. Save. Nope. So somewhere in here, and I've forgotten where, but there is the way to define your actual goal and set it to be like ball off screen or something like that.
Hmm.
That's funny, I can't find it.
Weird.
Yeah. Who knows? Did you forget?
No, it's all fine. I don't know where to define the goal.
Listen, we make our own goals.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Inspiring.
So you can do that. You can define your own custom. You can tell it what you want the goal to be. You can make your own hints.
Hi, gang. The professor at your service. This is.
I feel like if May had this, she would be making some fucking diabolical puzzles.
Somewhere in here, I had an example of some puzzles I had from years ago. One of my old, let's see, flash drives or something, I think had some on it, or maybe just in my old pictures folder. Yeah. So they get pretty complicated if you let them.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But this was the sort of thing that I loved doing back when I was younger.
Oh yeah, it seems like I would have been super into this.
Yeah, there was. What's this? And making them around one theme, like a whole bunch of seesaws that activate as one ball on top falls downward. And so you just, over time, like you build the puzzle and then you figure out what bits you want to lock and unlock. This UI was better when we had 800 by 600 monitors that were bigger, so that you could actually not be, like, squinting.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I feel like this UI, as it is about the size of your palm.
Yeah. But don't forget, I'm also playing it in Windows specifically so that I don't have to deal with ancient full screen and trying to record as well.
Ancient full screen.
Ancient full screen.
I know what you mean.
That's my newest Fellowship character.
It's my Gundam Wing original.
Soon to be my new Twitter name.
Yours is going to be about Metroids for a while.
It's already about that. But yeah, so that's Incredible Machine. I think I will play some more of this because we didn't like get anywhere into the real meat and potatoes of the game.
Oh sure.
So
there was just an awful lot of tutorial there. I mean, understandably.
It goes pretty fast. The rest of them, like as an example, let me find. Let's see. Expert. So, Expert, we've got a lot of stuff. There's a candle and dropping a basket. And that's about all we got right now. So somehow, out of all this, we gotta get this cat in a basket. Or no, we gotta get we gotta drop the cat on a basket.
Have you ever tried to put a cat anywhere? That's impossible.
Yeah, well...
Now I know this is a video game, because that is a thing that would not be possible in real life.
But yeah, usually whenever you start a puzzle, it's good to hit start to see what moves around first. And then once you've done that, then you can start, like, slowly building pieces together. Put the basket down and leave the room. And the cat will be in it. That's perfect. Yeah, that's probably how it works.
Something you've only just pulled out of the laundry in it, and the cat will sit on it immediately.
Yeah. Like, there won't be any time at all to even think about it.
So there's about 200 puzzles, plus I guess they have some two-player puzzles. I don't know how the two-player ones work necessarily. I think it's basically you just pass off from one another. I don't remember how it works
seems like
anyway.
that'd just be weird.
Yeah. But you can totally play them in one player, I believe.
Mm.
And then your homemade ones, where you can just load up whatever ones you've made.
Nice.
Yep. So this is a fun game that I've really enjoyed over the years, and I'm glad that I was finally able to pick it up for pretty damn cheap.
I mean, I can see this doing some duty as, like, you know, just a thing that you play, you know, when you just want to challenge yourself, but not really.
Yeah, and I think these
like,
days it's super easy to transfer files and stuff like that, because I think it still saves them all just, like, as files that you can theoretically just send back and forth.
I cannot imagine that this game from 1993 has any kind of, like, save file protection or encryption of any sort.
Yeah.
It's probably saving it in a file called Incredible Contraptions Save Files .dat or something.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, that is the Return of the Incredible Machine. Oh yeah, it's just right there. Perfect. Yeah. This is Return of the Incredible Machine Contraptions. I'm gonna play this again some more at some point because it is fun, and
yeah.
I want to get. Now that we're out of the tutorials, we have some weird puzzles to start solving.
Stuff we can actually do.
Yep.
Whoop.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye guys.